Today we are going to be talking about the cell. Cells are the smallest units of life. They make up all organisms known to us. There are two different types of cells. The first type of cell is called a prokaryotic cell. Prokaryotes are single-celled microorganisms that include bacteria and archaea. Prokaryotic cells are simple compared to eukaryotic cells. Prokaryotic cells have only a few organelles. The second type of cell is called a eukaryotic cell. Eukaryotic cells are complex and they include fungi, plants, and animal cells. The major difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells is that eukaryotic cells have internal compartmentalization. Internal compartmentalization is when a cell has different regions that perform different functions. In eukaryotic cells, these are called organelles. We will now focus on some of the specific organelles found in the eukaryotic cell. Because there are many organelles, each with a different function, I find it helpful when comparing each of their functions to the human body. The plasma membrane of a cell is like its skin. It holds everything together and only lets certain things in. This is called selective permeability. The cytoskeleton is the skeleton of the cell because it holds it together and it gives it structure. The nucleus is considered as both the brain and the reproductive system of a cell. The nucleus holds all of the information that a cell needs to reproduce. Both the smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulums can be considered the stomach of the cell because they process proteins and lipids. The Golgi apparatus is considered the digestive tract of the cell. The Golgi apparatus packages and condenses materials from the rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulums and sends it to the cytoplasm where it can be excreted from the cell. That is why the cytoplasm can be considered the bladder or the colon of the cell. Lysosomes are considered the immune system of the cell. They function as white blood cells would and attack viruses or foreign substances. The mitochondria perform as both the heart and the lungs of the cell because it gives the cell energy to do its particular functions. In lab, we examined both the differences and the similarities between animal cells, plant cells, and bacterial cells. Plant and animal cells have the most in common. They both include a nucleus, smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulums, Golgi apparatus, and mitochondria. However, only animal cells have centrioles, and only plant cells contain chloroplasts and vacuoles. A similarity between bacterial and animal cells is the presence of a flagella, which allows the cell to move. The similarity between the plant and bacterial cells is they both contain a cell wall. However, only the bacterial cell has a glycocalyx and pili. But what do all three of these cells have in common? All three of these cells have a plasma membrane, ribosomes, and cytoplasm. So to review, in this video we have talked about the two different types of cells and the differences and similarities between the two.